Hello, I'm Raging Raven, and I wish I didn't have to make this update. Let's just say that I've been stressed recently with the Shaddoll Shield Only series that I've been doing, which is kind of sad because I really have enjoyed doing this series as a whole. It's something that I really wanted to continue, and something that I really wanted to finish off. But ever since quarantine started, I've been getting mountains of ideas going through my head, like with the recent one, which is the reason why I feel kind of down in saying-ness, because I put you guys through voting whether I should change to dinosaurs or not instead of the invoked engine, and let's just say that it did not work well for my stress at all, because especially when I started to set up an online tournament almost a week afterwards between some of my friends, the stress was just too annoying to not only get things started, but with friends who didn't have Discord, and I have to bounce them back and forth between Facebook and Discord just to make sure that the ones who did have Discord but not Facebook would have their matches with friends, my friends from Facebook who did not have Discord. Oh, so many things have been going on in terms of a card game that has really been stressing me out that I thought to myself, I can't put up with this. So, as much as it pains me to say this, Shaddoll Shield Only has ended. Which I'm infuriated at. I really wanted to continue this series, but ever since the lockdown has happened, I've been going slowly from just trying to manage, trying to make sure I can withstand the next few weeks when it got extended, to downright being pissed off. I'm not blaming the deck, that's just pretty much unfair on my department, because I love Shaddolls. Like I said in the intro of the series, it's my favourite deck of all time. Nothing can come up close to it, so for the time being, I'm going to be stopping with Shaddoll Shield Only. So you're possibly thinking to yourselves, what now? If I'm not going to be doing Shaddoll Shield Only now, what the hell am I going to do? I can't necessarily go back to Shaddoll Shield Only, or practically try and do any of my other random videos, because the last random video I believe I made was 5 odd opinions in Yu-Gi-Oh! And that barely got any attention. So what I'm going to do is this. I'm going to make 2 new series, one of which is being a successor for Shaddoll Shield Only, and it's going to be a Let's Break series. It's an idea that I had in mind for quite some time, is when I take one deck, go to 5 locals, and try and see if I can make this one deck top at least once in one of those locals. It's going to be an aggravating one for me to do, because I got a lot of decks in mind that can actually do that. Decks like this, decks like Shaddoll Dinos. In fact, this is actually a Sealed Only Shaddoll deck. It's actually my second Shaddoll deck, believe it or not. So I actually have 2 lots of Shaddoll decks ready and waiting for me to use. So that is almost flabbergasting in a way, if you think about it, that I have 2 of these damn decks. But I'm going to start a series called Let's Break, and the first one is going to be Shaddoll Invoke Mech Knight, the standard variation of Shaddolls that you've been seeing roaming around the place with the new Invoked and Mech Knight stuff. That's what's going to be starting the series. Now, you possibly may be thinking to yourselves, am I going to be doing a Sealed Only again in the future? I'm going to answer that question with you with this. Yes, I am. I've ordered multiple boxes, this much, of Secret Slayers. And I am going to be starting Sealed Only Adamancipator. The rock-based archetype that I've been looking forward to for quite some time, I'm going to be making that. Now, This may seem unfair or fair, depending on who you ask, but I'm going to be taking some cards that I've pulled from the sealed only, mainly cards from Dual Devastator and the Megatins, especially. Just mainly the extra fodder, and I'm going to use those towards my sealed only for Adamanticators. So, is it fair? I don't know, but it kind of feels like that this is kind of continuing in a little bit of a way. It's just that we're having a successor roaming around in the mix of it all. So that is the unfortunate end of Shaddoll Sealed Only. My own stress, but I'm going to make it succeed. And it is going to come back within the next few weeks. Hopefully sometime before autumn comes around the corner and I actually start doing the Lex Break series. So, when will you be seeing Sealed Only Adamanticator? I'm not entirely sure, but I will say this, it's going to be a blast.